Hi there. Beesh. So, welcome to the weekly check-in. Ticking over this week, we're mastering the mundane middle. You heard that saying? Like, things are exciting at the start, exciting at the finish. The middle is kind of boring. And that's definitely the point I'm at right now. So, really chronic back pain. I mentioned last week, walking about in France, doing a lot of steps in uncomfortable shoes, just kind of flat-soled Doc Martens. Has really exacerbated my underlying back issues. So generally my back is kind of painful intermittently, although quite frequently, but it's just been painful in an ongoing way since we came back, and it's even really painful when I'm at rest. If I'm lying or I'm sitting, it's still really sore. So I told my coach that last week, and she said no legs this week because obviously legs puts a lot of pressure on your back, which I didn't love, because the whole point of this bulking process is to get bigger legs. To do that, you have to do progressive overload. However, I'm not going to lose any tissue in 1 week, and it's a small step back to avoid a massive step back, so that was fine. Just did 4 upper body sessions this week, which was all good. No sprints either, because again, sprints, it's a lot of movement, it's a lot of pressure, and especially at my weight, that is also pressure on the back. So no sprints, just steps. My coach has said this might happen, and it's that bulking is a struggle too when it comes to motivation, because when you're doing a cut, maybe not at the start, but certainly once you're a significant period in, you can see the results of what's happening. You can see yourself getting leaner and more ripped. However, in a bulk, you just kind of look like you're getting fatter. And obviously the goal is to still stay lean and reasonably aesthetic, but you're getting more watery, you are putting on inevitable body fat. So you might be adding tissue, but you can't really see. You just look stockier. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't love the way I look, like I mentioned last week. I see myself, having levels of body fat that I don't love, but it's part of a process. I'm trusting the process. The whole point of this is to get an overall perfect physique, and to do that, there are, areas of my body that need to be more developed, so I'm sticking with it. And that's it really. As I mentioned at the start there, it's the mundane middle. We're ticking over, we're just dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and just doing everything that we should do. So I can't say that I'm feeling super motivated right now, because there's no real end in sight and not any tangible progress right now. So it's not great that way, but I'm not disheartened in any way. I still want to do the work. Has anybody got any good motivation sources right now? I know I say this in every video, but I would really like some right now. Any good motivation sources? And also, what's your approach to injury, prehab, rehab? Do you use any apps? I used to use Pliability religiously, but full disclosure, it did make me more flexible, which is also, always positive, but it didn't really help my back injury. My back was still sore just as often as it was before I was using it, so I just patched it. But what do you use? Do you use an app? Do you have a stretching routine? What's your warm-up like? Are you proactive? Do you see a physio only when you have an injury, or do you see them, in a preventative way, just in an ongoing way to avoid any injury, which I think is actually a really good approach, and I think I might start doing that. As I mentioned in a previous video as well, my friend's son plays for Celtic, and they recommended me the physio that he uses. They advocated for him very strongly. Says he does a really comprehensive assessment and he'll get you on a good plan. So I am hoping that, I can't see him for 2 weeks, he's very busy, but I'm hoping that helps a lot, and obviously then I'm going to get a scan on my back as well. So yeah, that's it really for this week. As I said, please let me know any motivational sources and your approach to injury and your mindset around it, what you're doing, what measures you're taking. You just kind of soldiering through and grinning and bearing it, which I have also done as well. So yeah, please let me know what you thought of the vlog. And as I said, let me know motivational sources and anything you are doing to combat injury right now, either in a cure way or in a preventative way. There's going to be another vlog out next week. Obviously there'll be a weekly check-in like there always is, and there will be a normal vlog too. As always, thank you so much for your support. If you could like, comment, share, subscribe, I would be eternally grateful. The channel's actually grown now. I mean, obviously the numbers in terms of YouTube are still small, but I think it took me 6 months to get to my first 1,000 subscribers, and then it's taken me 3 weeks to get to the next 600, which is funny, just the way compounding works and exponential growth works. So yeah, really happy with that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything else you would want to see, and please tune in next week. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon.